Unless they ask you to sell.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to the final of the 2022 Briggs Cup. We are sorry for the delay. There's some exciting pro-am matches finishing up. We're just watching the end of Terence Lee from City Squash's speech to the crowd here at Apple Wamos. I'm Susie Pierpont and I'm joined in the commentary box by Aidan Harrison.
Good evening, everybody. Yeah, very lucky here to have the lovely Susie Pierpont. She is one of the big players on the tour for the last 15-20 years, and I feel very fortunate.
Don't say that makes me old. The last 3-4 years?
3-4 years, maybe not. Anyway, we're both excited to be here. It's going to be a great final. Looking forward to this women's matchup tonight between Abuna and Leonard against Stoker and Hansen.
Yeah, I think this is I think on paper the more exciting match of the evening, because we've got an unknown team and the best team in the world at the moment, which is always an exciting matchup. My prediction is that Georgina Stoker and Lena Hansen are going to be victorious here, but we'll see. So this is the first final of the evening. The second final is the men's final. We've got top seeds James Stout and Scott Arnold taking on surprise finalists Colin West and Adam Hughes. But the women's is about to get started.
So you're taking 3-1 Stoker?
I am. My prediction is 3-1 Stoker. I think that they will drop the second game, but I think overall Georgina Stoker's the best player in the draw, and I think that that's going to be if she can find a way into the match, then she's very difficult to deal with. And I think Georgina's performance tonight will probably be the deciding factor in who wins this.
Well, I talked to Georgina earlier, and she's definitely up for this tonight. She had a busy schedule in Philly, and she had to move around a lot of matches just to accommodate this match. So I know she's up for it. But I'm taking the other team just to,
It would be a bit boring if we had the same team.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? So I'm going with Bina and Leonard in 5, 15-12 in the 5th.
So we're going to be here a while.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll be here. We'll get some midnight snacks out for the men's final.
Yeah. All right. So in white on the right, we've got Lena Hansen of Denmark. In white on the left, Georgina Stoker of England. In black on the right, Marielena Ubina of the USA. In black on the left, Kaylee Leonard of the USA. Terence is still speaking, so the players are just waiting.
We've got a couple of players here that have a little home court advantage. We've got Lena Hansen, who's married to Cam Pilley, and she plays here a lot. She'll be playing right wall and white tonight, as you said. But we've got Kaylee Leonard, who grew up here at Apple Wamos and has a big following. Her family's always here to watch, so it will be a cracking atmosphere. And I've got to say a big thanks to Peter Briggs for organising the 10th Briggs Cup and getting some quality players out. And should be a cracking final.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of this tournament every year is always the Pro-Am. There's 3 or 4 Pro-Am draws every year, and Briggsy really prides himself on the number of people that he brings into this event, and the level of participation that they get, and the level of support, the money that they can raise for City Squash is a big part of their annual fundraising for their operations. And it's been 20 years of Briggs Cup, 10 years, 10 tournaments, and it's a great milestone for them.
Just finishing off on the speeches. I mean, this is for City Squash, and Shed Terence Lee is thanking all the sponsors and the patrons and all the amateurs that come on tonight.
Done that before they warmed up. All players are getting cold, and so's the ball.
Well, that's why they've got long leggings on.
Right.
But I will say it's very, very cold in that court.
Yeah, it's a tough building, this one, to keep. We've got some beautiful glass windows and French doors. It's very hard to keep this place warm, especially with people coming and going. But I think once the crowd fills up and people stay sat for a little while, it won't be too long. Yeah, the players are going to have to hit a few balls here to get it warmed back up again. Good.
Hi guys, welcome to the 2022 Briggs Cup Ladies Final. In the black team on the left we have Kaylee Leonard, on the right we have Maria Elena Ubina. In the white team on the left wall we have Georgina Stoker, and on the right wall Lena Hansen.
Who
is serving?
First experience, Unfortunately I've been living in Chicago for the last 20 years, and this was the weekend of our biggest tournament of the year, and I've never got any chance to come out there.
Yeah.
Now I've experienced it's quite an event, and it's looking too hard.
I mean,
Less than a mile away from Westchester, so
Level.
happens to be the affiliated club tonight. But this is it.
yeah,
Here we go.
All right, we're off. So Lena Hansen, new to the doubles tour. Far from new to squash. Lena was the Danish national champion for a very long time. I think 6 or 7 years.
Hand
She was
out.
top 30 in the
One
world
love.
singles player. Oh, just a little confusion there between. I think Georgina didn't need to be over there for that one, but Lena was top 30 in the world singles player for 10 plus years.
One all.
She's a fantastic athlete, amazing competitor. Her and I played a lot of matches against each other on the PSA back in the day. Just really, really strong mentally and physically, and she's taken to doubles since as you mentioned, her husband Cam Kelly is the head pro here at Aquamas, and she's been playing a lot. She plays regularly with Natalie Granger and both
2-1.
Delani and Lume and Tina Rick. So she's new to the tour. She's not newish to doubles, but certainly not new to competition.
Yes, lad.
See, and that just shows there just a little rookie mistake. Where Lena should have gone over and.
You know what they say about that one, right?
Yeah.
Learn the hard way.
Yeah. Nice little mark on her body soon, or maybe later tonight. Good height there from Kaylee.
Yes, lad.
Interesting.
Questionable.
I think, I guess George sort of took a bit of a step into the volley. I feel like she pulled up.
3-1.
So not a great start from either team here. Definitely a very nervy first few points. Everyone's sort of figuring out how this game's going to go. But predictably, the black team is very much targeting Lena on the right as the less experienced player. And as I said, I consider Georgina to be one of the best players out there and certainly the best player in this draw. So I wouldn't be hitting it to her either.
I would say Georgina is definitely by far the best person from further court on the tour at the moment. She is lethal.
That's a great shot.
Smart, clever.
Yeah, I mean, look how far back Kaylee is as well, though. She's given her a huge gap to hit into there.
But Kaylee likes to hang on that red line a lot when she plays.
She does, and she knows it. She knows that she's back in the court, but she has yet to address that. And until she does,
on the right.
people are going to keep hitting into that front left corner. It's a lovely shot there from her.
But she does have a great partner in Mew who likes to cover it anyway, and they have that understanding. Taking Lena short early. It's a good tactic.
Hand out. 5-3.
Yeah, she also holds up that drop shot really nicely, so she she has a big swing and it stops, and then she cuts down the ball. I mean, Marilyn is someone I really enjoy watching play any kind of squash, singles or doubles. Just like she's a very creative singles player, great mover on both courts, and just great technique. Just really fun to watch.
6-3
from Georgina early on in this match.
on the left.
Yeah, I'm surprised because she knows it doesn't need to be perfect into the front left. Like Kaylee's not as good from the front as she is from the middle and the back. So I'm surprised to see her going so fine at the start of this match. Oh dear.
6-4.
The old Fahrenheit shot there.
Yeah, I still feel like neither team here has really asserted themselves yet.
We've had to wait for good almost an hour to get on court, so
Can't help the nerves, that's for sure. That's a great ball there.
What recovery.
Yeah, Marilyn, her positioning on the court is actually...
Yes, lad.
And like you said, like she knows her
6-4.
partner, knows where Kaylee's strengths and weaknesses are, but for such a small person, she really manages to cover a huge amount of court.
Nice release.
Kaylee.
It's one of Kaylee's favourite positions right there.
7-4.
Leaning onto a racket. He doesn't enjoy a half-court ball to their racket, Aiden.
Not old enough. Too old to get up to that now. Ooh, the lob drop.
Yes.
8-4.
Oh dear. Lena's not going to be happy with that. Lena does love a good Danish shriek, so I'm kind of hoping that we get competitive enough to hear that "Aye, Lena" at some point.
Oh, great shot, Georgina.
That's Mary Ellen's to be very
5-8.
careful with going for that ball. She does play it well, but Georgina's up the court and she's one of the quicker players, and it leaves Kaylee very vulnerable if she doesn't play it well. Yeah, great shot. Another
5-9.
And look at Lean's position there. As soon as she hit that, she knew she was caught behind the red line. 4 points between them.
big gap there. Oh, that's a nice shot, nice little. Both, I mean,
6-9.
I think.
Short swing.
Yeah, short swing. Did the same thing Mary Elena did to her earlier. Took the racket back, stopped slightly, ball straight in. Little single shot. That's a great get.
Yeah. Wonderful hold by Georgina there.
7-9.
Wasn't expecting that with Kaylee. She moved up.
Gets let. 7-9. Lena on the left.
Big shout out to Tina Ricks tonight, who's out there watching.
I think she's watching this for her mates, and she's holding on to see to watch the husband. So I'm sure that delay's done her no favours. She's usually in bed by now.
8-9.
I think it's new mums actually.
We'll fight back here.
Oh,
Close the gap from 9-4 to 8-9.
she got that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
clever
So it's
shot.
really well played. Like she's moving Lena up. They've
And
got
now
it.
10-8.
Kaylee is always going to shoot from a ball at the back of the court. Is what she does really well. They've got to find a way to either get it over ahead to the door or a little bit shorter in the court, so it's just not an option. Good job there.
11-8.
She's got to see that racket
Yeah.
down by Kaylee. Georgina's got to see that, make sure she's stepping up.
13.
12-8.
So we've gone from 8-9 to 13-8 really quickly
Yeah,
here.
really quickly. I have to say, Kaylee is pushing up the court a lot more than she has in the past. When they, a few weeks ago when they lost to Lumen Alani in New York, she really got exposed in the front left, and I think she's sort of taken note of that, or it looks like she has, to do a better job of
13-8.
positioning. I think we've got a few of the pros who are in this tournament watching tonight. Good evening, Norelle Kuzak. Norelle, the founder of the women's tour. None of these matches would be happening if she hadn't had the foresight to go out and start a women's doubles tour from
39.
scratch nearly 20 years ago now.
Well, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, she did a great job creating this kind of vibe at these tournaments for the Pro-Am especially, and just making it just a warm
Handout
environment.
10-13.
Absolutely. I mean, it helps that she's the best female doubles player that we've seen, and she wanted to have the opportunity to play more, and felt the best way to do it was to just start it herself, and that's how a lot of things have
10-14.
gotten going. So everyone
left,
owes
Lena.
Norelle a thanks for all of the work that she did.
But also, Norelle, I'm sure she saw firsthand there's so many young players playing in the draw here this weekend, like high schoolers, and I think that's great for the future and great for the game in the States and in North America.
11-14.
Again, that weak cross court is
It's a
not
terrible cross court, and Kaylee's gone. Lena's been very lucky there that Kaylee's put that in the tin. She didn't need to go that fine on it, but she cannot keep hitting a cross court that barely clears the red line and doesn't make the sidewall. Well, she can, just not if she wants to win this match.
His
Yeah, got a clear right there.
11-14. Game
I mean, it's
ball.
right to crush, just do it a little late.
Solid shot there from Georgina.
I
Getting
mean,
up the court.
shank
12-14.
from Hansen from the back, but George was way up there to capitalise on that. So game ball down, but only 2 points in it. Oh dear.
13-14.
That was a
I mean,
guinea one
it
there.
really was. It's a dreadful serve for this point in the match. But Kaylee just showing Mary Elena there, you know, settle down, there's no need. Oh,
Georgina.
15-13 game.
another one, settle down, and, you know, there was no need for that to go in the tin.
Kaylee needs to tighten up a little bit on that left wall though.
All right, first game, Leonard Ubina, 15-13. We'll be right back. Like air traffic controllers.
Welcome back to game 2. Here with Susie Pierpont for the second game. Susie prediction 3-1. So her team needs to win the next 3 games.
They do. So Kaylee Leonard, defending champ here, up
Out.
in this. Ooh,
One up.
in this in her defence of the Briggs Cup. What would you have said to the white team, Aidan, if you were coaching them?
I would
2
definitely
up.
say there's going to be a little bit more traction on the left wall to make sure it's tight and it's over there. A little bit more, less pace over there, a bit more height. Because a lot of the balls at the moment are coming in that red service line,
Like
which
that
allows,
one?
which allows the attacking privileges for any player.
3 love.
Anytime you get that ball in front of you, you are going to put the ball away or make an attempt to stretch somebody to the front of the court.
I think my advice to anyone when they're sort of having, oh dear,
We'll take that.
when
Head
they're
up,
really having
1-3.
trouble with their length and their width like Lena is at the moment, is just, you can't go
Quiet
too
together,
wrong with
Reed.
overhitting it. So if you overhit the ball and it goes, you know, really high and really wide and comes all the way round, at least it's not getting taken on the volley. And look, if someone's going to beat you by hitting winners from the door, then they're just a better team than you are, and you're going to lose anyway. So you might as well get the ball to the back of the court and give yourself half a chance, rather than continuing to hit balls like that into the middle that just give people opportunities to shoot. Like, that's a much better ball. Give yourself a chance.
Georgina, a good recovery from Georgina. That one needs to be a bit more tied to the wall.
Yeah, but that's what I was sort of saying is that, you know, Kaylee into that corner. Oh, that's a lucky break. You know, taking her into the front left, it's not dangerous.
1-4.
So it
On the
doesn't need
left.
to be perfect. It's the next one that you're looking for, and I think that's the
Yes,
bit that they're not
left
quite capitalising on at the moment.
I think what the white team need to understand is if they're being taken in short, and they're put in a difficult position, Mew always covers the front. So, you know, golden rule I see of doubles is you never want to be able to hit a ball where you behind you can't see where it's going. So when you play a trickle boast at the front of the court and you stretch across, it's such a dangerous shot to you. More better just hitting a straight drop and getting back in your position. Good hustle at speed of Mew there. That's better.
Good shout there by George to pull Lena off that.
But she did play the ball behind the back of Mew. She was luckily not to hit her there. This is a good start. Much longer rallies, pacey.
Yeah. This is a much better start from both teams for this game. Bit more patience, less nerves, I guess. Oh, that's a great shot. One-legged as well. Look at that.
3-4.
You're going to be proud of that highlight reel.
Techers.
Hanging in there, 3-4. I think Lena's starting to get a little confidence. Her nerves have gone a little bit too, I would say. Yeah.
That's a nice shot. That's a trademark Hansen on a singles court and a doubles court. Straight volley kill all day. It's a bit like Natasha Khan off the back wall with the straight kill. Translated really nicely. I don't know if George and Lena ever played each other on the singles tour, but I would guess it was probably there's a good chance that they did. Mary Elena and Kaylee definitely duked it out in high school and in college squash. She's got to hit that. It's not a let. Mary Elena's cross, front wall's open. She's got to hit that.
Yes,
yeah, Kaylee agrees. A little lucky there with whoever gave a let.
What's your insight into Georgina's position now on the third TV? I mean,
I hate it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of anyone standing that high up. I find it very distracting as the server. Like, I need to be able to see across. Like, that's a better position. Like, I can see where I'm hitting into. When she stands really high up, I don't really see the advantage, and I find it very distracting. So if I was playing with George, I would ask her not to. Oh, that's another error from Kaylee.
6-4.
That's in her favourite spot too.
Yeah. So feeling a little pressure maybe. 2-point lead for Stoker Hansen.
We're down 4-2 here, so come back pretty well.
Yeah.
Should have volleyed that one early.
Yeah. Is that the kill?
7-4.
Yeah. Lena was up there though, she saw that one coming, she knew her length wasn't quite where it was supposed to be. Shot, great shot, nice little hold and smash, that's a great shot from Kaylee. Very thoughtful, less predictable, she'd pulled George up into the front a number of times in a row and then just sends it by her.
Definitely playing up a higher position.
Yeah,
Kaylee, as you said.
much better. Dangerous letting you play that backhand drop shot.
Yeah, I sense that whenever Mew is in the middle, she loves to play the straight back and drop. The closer she is to the left wall, she will play the base for it.
Yeah, frustration from Georgina there. Just overcooked that. Temper.
She's a scouser.
She is. She's a furry one, George.
Very loose.
This. It is, but
Georgina's a little late getting around.
Yeah, I'd say that's a let, but I'm sure. Yep.
6-8.
They got a let there. Yeah, it's very frustrating as a partner to be constantly put in bad positions because your partner can't figure out the top third of the court. So
yeah, look right around this. service line again.
And she's not. She's got to start breaking that ball. Oh, she got it as well. Oh, the rally's still going. Thank you.
There it is.
Oh dear.
Too heavy. That's a great lob.
Great shot. Oh!
Fantastic.
What a point.
Give that one a clap.
What a point. That's a great, yeah, little fist pump there. Damn straight. Great rally, great get. Yeah.
7-8.
Marielena did not want to let back then. She wanted that rally. Well played.
Clever shot again.
I feel like Georgia's hitting that from the back and then being surprised when they're going for her front left. It's like you've got to know that's coming. You've left you're on the door. The only spot open on the court is the front left. Get up there. Yeah.
Yes,
Nice hold.
9-8.
Alright, so crept back in this, down 8-6,
They
back up to
have.
9-8. We'll say though, Mew has definitely stepped up again here.
She has, and really impressed with Kaylee's positioning today, and actually against Fernando and Tina as well. She was much further up the court. She played some really nice backhand drop shots against Tina Ricks and Fernando Rocha that I haven't really seen her, but she's never really had the opportunity to do that before because she's too far back in the court. So now that she's moving up, she's going to have more options, which is, good for her game, good for them as a pair. It puts less pressure on Marielena. When one person's expected to do too much, you kind of end up in the situation that Georgina's in right now, where she's overdoing it.
Yeah, Georgina had an opportunity there though to that
10-8
backhand
left.
volley drop straight and she just pushed it back and left it too loose. Alright, 10-8. You can see in Mew's little fast step to the service box there that she wants this game quickly. He is definitely a body language player. When she's on, she's on. When she's frustrated, she does show it. So you can see now she's really enjoying her squash tonight.
That's a nice shot.
Handout 9-10.
It's a funny game, Devils. The black team have just dominated the last 6 points, and it's 10-9, and they're still not free and clear in this game. 15 is a long way.
Guess that.
Yeah, well, Georgia's in the top, she's in the middle of the court there. Kaylee wants to hit she wants to hit something into the gap, and oh dear, not at 10-9.
10-0.
Yeah, she knows it. She doesn't need to hear it from me.
Crucial point this.
Huge point.
Keep the first serve or down the point and hand over to the second serve. Tight. Oh, Georgina.
That was
10-11.
just unnecessary. It's
On the
also not the
right.
right shot. You've got two people a foot in front of the red line, both itching to go and get that. They've got to do a better job of splitting Kaylee and Marielena if they want to find opportunities to shoot.
Done a little bit of a hack for a second.
Still a nervy game, isn't it?
That's a lot of errors. That went into the ceiling.
Lena on the left. 11-all.
She went on a hot streaking
She
patch.
did, and
now
then
the errors are coming in.
it's amazing what tension and pressure will do to you.
11-all.
It's only been a while since, you know, a big tournament like this had 3 first-time finalists in it, which is, you know, really indicative of where the women's game's at the moment. We've seen a lot of change, a lot of new faces and new pairings, and
That's great for the game.
yeah, well, it's so good to see, and it just, you know, makes everything a bit more interesting. And Lena.
It was also great to see some of the players
12-11.
on the original tour. You had Narelle Kreisig here, we had Dana Betts here, we had Meredith Quick here, people who played on the tour for years, and they came out especially for the Briggs Cup. It just shows you the integrity that the players have had who have built the tour up over the years.
And all still playing at a really high level. You know, those are still some of the better players on tour. And, you know, the longevity of doubles is great.
Kislet.
I think Meredith's the only player, the only female player that's played in all of the Briggs Cups. Good gap, great gap.
Tense this now.
It is. A few glass arms out there. What is that? That is
cross
just
volley
a
again.
dreadful cross
Me
volley.
on
That's
the
good
right.
hands from Kaylee.
To go in the tin now? Yeah.
Oh, was it down?
12 all.
Oh, yikes. Oh, Lena getting away with that one. Good serve. Great serve. How are you not volleying at 12 all?
Oh, it's a high drop. Oh, loose. Can't leave that. Straight kills that loose in the mid part of the court.
13-12.
Shot. Georgina getting very frustrated. She's definitely not playing as well as she would like. Not getting a huge amount of opportunities, and the one she is, she's definitely not feeling confident on. That's a really nice ball. You know, hopefully give herself a bit of a pep talk and remind herself how good she is. Oh, that was nearly a stroke. Oh, Hansen.
Handout 13-all.
Yeah,
Good finish there.
told you that's her signature. That's her signature shot, Aiden.
It's coming at the right time.
Yeah.
Good angle. Not sure.
Yeah, like, not sure why George is going. Like,
Lena on the left.
George is trying to do too
13-14.
much,
Game
like,
ball.
leaving her out of position and the ball too short.
Here is game ball to Avina and Leonard. Good return.
That's a stroke.
Kislet. 13-14. Lena on the left.
That's a bit unlucky. I thought she was very ready to play that, but I guess maybe she had a bit more room between player and ball than a stroke warrants. What happened there?
It's ice
Carl
on it.
Wilson. Kislet.
So Kaylee's doing that a lot at the moment. She's crossing, but she's not actually moving. So when you cross, you can't stand 3 foot out from the sidewall because you're not actually giving anyone room to hit it.
Clever shot there.
No let. 14-all. Game ball.
All right.
Lena on the
Let
right.
I'm going to say no let, yeah. 14 all.
Here it is.
All right.
Squeaky
How's
bum
this,
time.
how's this ending?
It's in a 10.
I hate to agree with you, but who?
I'm going with Georgina 10. Sorry, Georgina.
I'm going Kaylee 10. Actually, no, that's not fair. Kaylee tends not to hit the tin on big points. She just won't go for it. Feel the tension. That's just you and me. Oh,
Squeeze it out.
15-14 game.
that's. Yeah, she's just, well, she cleared a bit too far into the middle. Oh, that's a tough one. Alright, the top team, Marilena, Regina and Katie Leonard lead 2 games to love.
And there's only 3 points in it, so it's very exciting. Here we go.
Okay, Kaylee and Maria Elena leads 2 loving games.
Okay, back with the young Miss Pierpont for the 3rd game. So Susie, what do you think the tactics can do now?
I mean, the black team's got all the confidence and all the momentum. If for the white team, that's not a good start. You know, the white team have tried to sort of expose front left, but they're just not doing enough with the ball. Like, they're not splitting the team. They're not creating a gap to hit into, and that puts a lot of pressure. Interesting.
Hand out 1-0.
It puts a lot of pressure on the balls that you go short when there's 2 people a foot in front of the red line.
1-2.
So they're making mistakes, and the black team are making a fair number of mistakes as well. But they're hitting a lot more winners, and they're just playing a sort of more aggressive, positive game.
Yeah, fully agree with the aggressive positive game. I mean, Kaylee's played really well tonight.
That's a great ball there. Kaylee's played great. She's been in good position. She's making the right choices. The errors she's made have been on the right shot. I wouldn't say any of them were, silly shots that shouldn't have been going for something. I think she's played great. Mary Elena's played kind of how I'd expect her to play. She's a very, very good player, and she's making smart choices, and she's in good position.
3-2.
For the white team to get back in this now, Georgina's going to have to step up and do more. I would actually say do less than she's been doing, but do it better. She's been sort of floating around the middle of the court in a way that's not giving Lena confidence in herself, and then it's opening up gaps on the left side. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, great volley though. I mean,
3-0. Mew on the right.
in my opinion, I think the white team definitely need to break the rhythm of this black team, because they're like you said, they've got confidence, they've got the foot down on the gas, but yeah, they've just got it, and that's just slowing it down, using more height, but they cannot leave the ball on the service line like that. Absolutely not.
That's doubles 101. Off the serve, you hit a bad straight ball. The worst D player at your club's going to be able to.
Hand out.
Are you sure about that, Susan?
I mean, what's the Briggsy saying? Blind squirrels and nuts.
Don't know about the nuts. Ooh, she didn't need to do that.
5-4.
I mean, this is
Be patient.
for a team that's 2-love up. This is a very nervy start to the 3rd game.
Yes, lad.
I think Georgia's looking for a stroke there. I don't think she's going to get it.
No. But she did.
No. Go on. That's smart. Gotta go up. Oh.
See, that
It's
should
lad.
be a stroke in my eyes, but you can't be, obviously.
Well,
Four
if
left.
she hadn't been trying to clear, it could have been, but she was actively trying to clear. If she'd just stood there, it could have been a stroke, but we rarely see that given. It's just part of fun of doubles, Aidan, when that's not a stroke.
Yeah.
Oh!
Got it. Drop. Oh, good choice.
Great shot. I want Georgina to stop going over there because I mean, that's a great shot, but she's got to let Lena hit some of those. Because the problem when you take too many balls at the front is that your partner then starts to hang back, and that's the last thing you want.
That's great. Oh, she gets
Down, stop.
questionable too.
Yeah, very questionable. Yeah,
7-4 left.
that was nearly 3 bounces for Kaylee. Alright, little lead here. Let's see what they can do with it. It's definitely more positive from the white team. That's a better cross court. That's the kind of over hit I'm talking about. Where is it putting, it's just a different, it's at least getting to a different spot. That's not that spot. Or that one.
You and your spots.
Well, you're playing a lefty, going cross court to a lefty, like the forehand war, it's very hard, and they can hit, different balls.
Yeah.
It's a nice shot. And
8-4
Marilena
right.
hanging back a little bit there.
I feel like the black team have just kind of settled a little bit up too low, and they're just kind of taking the foot off the gas a bit, and Stoker and Hanson have decided, listen, we've got nothing to lose now, we're down 2-love.
Oh, that's 3 of those.
Yeah.
3 volley both.
9-4.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a sort of relief to being 2-love down, right? Like, it can't get any
9-4.
worse, so you might as well just go for it.
In which they are.
Alright, we might have a game here. How many points did you need for it to go 5 and you to have the correct prediction? I definitely don't think it's in the black team's best interest to keep to... Oh,
no let.
that's a nervy.
No let.
No one to be a let on.
10-4.
Kaylee. Nope. I don't think it's in the black team's best interest to up the pace here. Like, they were doing a good job of keeping it high and slow. It definitely favours Georgina's style of play if the pace comes up here.
Smart play by Georgina.
Yeah.
I had it down a couple of times. Oh, the errors have come out in this game from the black team.
11-4 on the left.
Alright, Team White running away with this game at the moment. Let's see.
Another shot there by Georgina.
It is, just moving Marilena up.
11-5, Lena on the right.
Good job, Susie's legs up on the chair. She almost fell off there, that shot.
Oh, that's a lovely shot. Kaylee is very,
Hand
very
out,
good
6-11.
at shooting from the back of the court. Like, she knows exactly what the line is that she's looking for.
And they're trying to force it. Like that's
Yeah,
the
that's so unnecessary.
third shot of the rally and didn't even.
And it
make
wasn't
the
even
two.
really an opportunity. It was low and tight.
Some desperate shots coming out.
Nice. I like that she went back and played it. Didn't look.
Oh.
Oh wow, great shot.
Making
She
up for that.
comes around the side of that ball so nicely.
We
Like
didn't
most
hear
people who go
anything.
for the cross court volley Nick
Sorry, we didn't hear
consistently
anything.
hit a very flat ball 'cause it's the
7-12.
easiest way to get it to Nick. And Mary Elena comes around the side of it in a way that the spin kicks it out.
Mhm.
She doesn't need to nick it because she's tiny. Like, she's never going to slap
didn't
it
hear
in there
anything.
the way that like a Marnik can or something.
7-12.
But if you put a different spin on it, it kind of has the same effect, and she does it so well. Good gap. One of you. One of you. New partnerships. It's the first time that the Whites team have played together. So they're still working on their communication styles. But again, that's another unnecessary
But
shot.
ambitious, that one.
Yeah. The angle wasn't there. Right, back to 4 points in it. Black.
Yes.
Oh, great shot. Good read, Hansen.
Handout 13-8.
Slap. Yeah,
Well,
she's
she-
happy with that one.
Well, she did it well there. She threw her right hip
Hand out.
forward and it looked like the cross court was happening, so clever shot. Yeah, she's holding her left hip
No,
now.
she's holding it. that one might have hurt. Great
Oh.
shot. Little hold up there, so you don't know if it's going to be just the
39
cross court
left.
drop or the reverse.
Muse going into that little hot streak moment that she does every now and again.
It's also tough when you first started playing doubles. It's like your first step has to change versus singles to get a reverse or to get an angle,
Handout,
because you're
chain
so used to
13.
going on the on the straight lines for straight drops and cross drops. So it takes a while to figure out how you're gonna read that ball better and take the different first step.
Fishing.
Stroke.
Fishing, yeah. I'm not even sure that's a
11-13.
let, honestly.
Ooh.
Stroke? Oh, that's savage. Had the whole front wall, and she can hit the net. Oh, well, no.
So
12-13.
it's getting tight now.
It is.
Got to reset as the white team.
I don't think the white team's going to reset. I think they're going to try and shoot their way out of this.
So in the last 5 points we've had 3 winners for Mew, a stroke and a tin.
2 tins, I think. Georgina hit the tin as well, didn't she?
That's the last 6 then.
To go from a win, like a very, what do I say, running away with this game to 13 all.
And now down match ball. Just turn like that.
14-13. Match ball.
Putting that ball in that service line area causes so many problems. Game, set and match.
15-13 match.
Wasn't many points in it. 5 points, but definitely the black team were the strong team tonight. They really did make a hard push towards the end. Susie, thoughts?
I mean, great, good final, well fought. A little bit disappointing from, I know the white team will be disappointed in that performance. They've played well through this tournament. I think there's just too many sort of unforced errors for them to really be able to get themselves fully into this match. Because, tight on the 3 games, but it's still 3 games. You're not really in it if you're not getting a game in there. So I just, great start for them as a partnership, but some work to do.
Yeah, just being a little bit more consistent,
Yeah.
Going having a lead from 13-7 to losing it 15-13 is one they're going to have to be straight through. Yeah.
Yikes, yeah, you can't be doing that.
Well,
Right.
congratulations to the Briggs Cup winners, Kaylee Leonard and Mew Abina. They played great as a team. Really positive squash from them tonight. Bounced back from their loss in the New York Open with a great performance, 3-love in the final. We have the men's final coming up next with Adam Buse and Colin West playing James Stout and Scott Arnold. Should be a classic final, and we will be back with you shortly.
and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of the 2022 Briggs Cup. In black serving, we have Colin West and Adam Buse. In white, James Stout and Scott Arnold. Sergio. Yeah. Love all.
Here we go, we are back again with the first final of the Briggs Cup men's draw, featuring James Stout, Scott Arnold in white against Adam Buse and Colin West in black. Again, we've got a black and white team in the final. The black team came through last time. I've got Susie Pierpont here to my right, one of the greatest female players on the doubles tour. Susie, what's your prediction?
I'm going white team, 3-love. Shot, Scott. White team top seeds. One of the top teams on the men's tour of the last few seasons here. Black team surprise finalists. The last time these two guys met, it was a 3-love to Stout Arnold. A pretty comprehensive one, if I remember rightly. It was in the semi-finals of the Counter Cup back in April.
2-love.
Colin and Scott play a lot of doubles together up in Toronto, so they know each other's games well. And actually, James and Buse have played a lot of doubles to practice matches together. But James and Scott are an excellent team. They've started the season very strongly, where they won the Calgary Invitational, beating Martha and Chris Callis in the final 3-1. They've looked very strong in this tournament. As much as the Buse and West have done a really fantastic job to get themselves here, I just haven't seen anything that makes me think they can trouble such a strong team as Stout and Arnold.
Well, that was a great analysis. Now I feel like I don't know what to say.
I don't want to be pessimistic. Finals, anything can happen, and we've certainly seen some massive upsets here over the years for Briggs Cup. We've seen some crazy comebacks. We've seen some incredible squash. But just even looking at the body language here of the white team, Stout predictably is moving so far up the court, and Scott is he's a very solid right waller.
Yes,
that's a first game let. But like I said, they all know each other's games well. I think there won't be too many positives that Buse and West could take in their last meeting with these two. So if James is going to do that, it's
4-love.
Because traditionally in this pairing, Arnold is more of the shot maker and Stout's more of the retriever. So when the retriever starts hitting winners like that, you might be in for an evening.
He's got that little southpaw feel to him as James Stout. And when he's on, he is on.
He is, and there are very few people that can sort of outdo him with pace. He was the multiple-time world rackets champion, which, for those of you who haven't seen rackets played, it's basically squash with a golf ball, and it's insanely fast. And so, there's only sort of really one or two players who their pace is a real advantage against him, and that's not either of these two. So if they're gonna win this, they're gonna have to come up with something a bit different.
Yes, what? 4-love.
Even a shot like that, hitting the seam in the back corner, you just don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
What I've liked about the opening rally so far, Susie, is the height of up the court, because the ball is flying around, but these guys are playing in front of the red line, which is a little uncharacteristic this early on in a match.
Yeah, look, I think both teams are probably feeling pretty good about the way that they're playing, and a confident player is moves up the court because you feel good about how you're seeing the ball and playing the ball.
5-love.
But Team White off to a solid start here. That's actually an unusual error there from Colin. Colin's not known for his unforced errors, and that one was the floor. So
I think Adam just had a little word in his ear, like, settle down, we've got to get in this game. So, but flying start for Stout and Arnold. Nice little reset there from Stout. Adam does like to get into his forehand on that left wall, but will that be enough tonight?
I feel like that's a new thing for him. Like Adam and I have played a lot of mixed doubles together, and we played, you know, I guess we played a fair amount of men's doubles together as well. I haven't really seen him do that before this tournament, or not as much as he is this tournament. So I don't know if that's a change he's made, if it's a tactical thing. John Russell used to do that a lot, and Preston Quick definitely talked about how it makes playing the backhand a little bit less arduous to turn on a lot more balls and play the forehand. So maybe he's thinking about sort of, potentially having a very long, difficult game and trying to save some energy. But that's a great shot there from Scott.
Big statement here from the team in white. Gone off to a flyer. And just sitting here in the commentary box, you can hear the sound of that ball as it's being smacked against the front wall.
It is. Scott's a big boy, and he can certainly wind up on it.
Susie, how hard do you think this ball's flying tonight? It's going.
It is, and now we've got a full crowd. It gets pretty warm in there. There you go, no bagel. I don't know, Scott can probably hit it in the 170, 180 range. Colin can as well, to be fair. There's some power on that right wall, that's for sure.
So nobody gets hit tonight. I've seen a lot of hits this week, and
any good ones?
Yeah, but I saw a beauty from Colin actually against one of the Mexican players.
I was assuming you were going to say Chris Walker hit someone.
Chris always hits someone, doesn't he?
His partner, your partner, anyone.
Even somebody in the crowd, right?
As long as he wins the point, doesn't matter.
Chris, the oldest player in the tournament. Power off to him. He got to the final tonight of the Pro-Am.
No, Dinneman was in the qualifying.
He's not old as Rob, is he?
Rob's the oldest active SDA player. Yeah, great nick there from Colin.
2-7.
We can hear the girls team celebrating out there. They're happy they won in 3. Otherwise they would still be on right now.
Yeah, surprised they're not, honestly. From 13-7 down to come back to win 15-7. Great get there from Stout.
Look at the positioning of Stout and Arnold tonight. They are not giving an inch in that
wall
middle area.
In the front. It's also, this is a good ceiling court. This isn't a low court. There's a lot of room to lob. So to be that high up the court, just screams confidence, doesn't it?
That's some great creativity.
That's that's Black team's best opportunity to sort of really make a mark on this game and to get on the board here is to have a rally where they can sort of create an opening in the front right. Because Scott is a very, very solid, very good shot making player, but he's I'd say his one weakness is maybe his speed into the front. Certainly in comparison to his partner, at least you've got to say something. There's got to be a weakness somewhere. So I think Black are going to be looking to try and exploit that where they can. But it's also dangerous, when you've got a player with as many shots as Scott has. It's like you're hitting it to him, but do you want to hit it to him?
It looks like that's the one they're choosing right now. They're trying to keep it away from Stout as much as they can. Stout did come out early on and did kind of dictate the pace, but now they're trying to, break it down. Here we go with Stout. Oh. No idea where it was going.
3-8 using the right.
It looked like Colin just pushed it, didn't it?
I don't think I've seen James do that before. Normally from that position, he enjoys a good attacking lob. So it's nice to see him using his pace from the front.
Great shot from that angle.
Great, yeah. Difficult ball. Scott just putting that one in the ceiling.
Still down 4-8 though. Views from the left. Really need to make a couple adjustments if they want to get back in this match now.
So both had sort of tough semi-finals.
9-4.
Arnold and Stout beating home favourites Cam Pilley, the head pro here at Appoamus, and his partner Ryan Koskelly. They lost the opening game and then pretty much dictated from there, but it was a great match and some really fantastic points. Ryan Coscelli really played well in that game, just getting stronger and stronger as he plays more doubles. It's fun to watch. And then Hughes and West beating Clinton Liu and Jamie Haycox, a new partnership for this season, a partnership that's been doing well.
Force there from Hughes. Feeling it a little bit.
A little bit. I mean, they've had a tough run through. They had a very hard first round that they barely scraped through, and then to take out second seeds Manic Martha and Randy Lynn was a huge win for them. And then a 5-gamer, was it 5 games last night with Haycox and Clinton.
Yeah.
It's been a long few days for these guys. Colin just an hour ago finished up the Pro-Am final, so they played a lot of squash.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to see like a fresh partnership like this.
11-4.
Western Views, pushing up, playing against these top challenging teams that have been so strong and dominant. But 11-4.
At 11-4, you can have a crack. Oh, that's the floor, Scotty. But yeah, like we said with the women's final, it's great to see some first-time finalists out there. So last Briggs Cup was won by Chris Callis and Manic Martha, and they beat James Stout and Greg MacArthur in the final. So I believe this is Scott's first time in the Briggs Cup final, and I know that it's Buse and West. So always good to see changing teams and new faces.
So
That's
tight.
a great rail there.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, that's kind of a Stout's specialty. His ability to reach behind him to straighten the ball is,
Yep.
I'd say Ryan Coscelli is a lefty as well, can do something similar, but the two of them, it's really a shot that they both play better than anyone, really, and it's very deceptive. It's, the ball's gone past, you're assuming it's going to have to hit an angle somewhere, and then it doesn't.
Oh, look at that little bump chip lob. Good volleying in here tonight. Oh. Wow, this is
Stout just going for the old round the world. Don't think he fooled anyone, but it looked good.
We've all been there, Susie.
I tried it once and managed to hit it on the round the world part, so I gave up after that.
Crowd's loving this rally.
I mean, it's a fabulous rally. What's Stout doing over there? Oh, Colin! Backhand volley, one of his best shots, honestly. Colin's backhand drop volley and off the bounce is his best
And
shot.
out 6-12.
Still only got half the points though for Stout and Ireland.
They should get to that one. It was a fantastic rally. They had to win it 3 or 4 times. That is just good length. That is great length.
The way he shaped
Look
his
at
body
that
around.
Aussie swing.
6-13.
Nice and square, straight through the ball. Great shot, Scott.
Oh, forcing the shot.
Forcing it. We
And
saw a
out
lot of that in the
14-6
first match
game ball.
tonight. When you're on the end of it and you're just trying too much, too early.
Game ball. Arnold and Stout. Great start to this final for those two. They're just smashing it into
They're
that
just
too.
swinging so freely, aren't they? Like
Yeah.
there's no fear in any of the balls that they're hitting. They're just really going for it.
Well, yeah, they're just a backboard of the black team tonight. Oh. Oh, that's a good angle there. Alright, Susie. Got this game going now. It's match ball. I'm sorry, game ball in the first.
Oh! I mean, he had enough goes. They gave him a lot of chances at it. He was going to get it at some point.
Smashed it in again.
Only Scott Arnold can hit a winner like that and not seem to register it.
He didn't have fist pump, nothing,
He
right?
didn't even blink.
All right, Susie. So what part of the match tonight do you think the ball's going to break?
I don't know if we're going to be on there long enough for it to break. I mean, well, the rules, the SGA rules state that after 3 games you change the ball regardless. So maybe we get a ball change, maybe we don't. But I'm guessing we don't.
Yeah, your prediction 3 love looks very, very strong right now.
Yeah, well, my prediction of of the winner that was such a nice shot from James. My prediction in the last game was toilet, so hopefully I do a bit better here.
Yeah, well, it looks like
we've got a bit more of a known quality here.
All right, we'll see you. Catch you later.
Alright, we're back for the second game of the men's Briggs Cup. Aidan, what would you have told Team Black in between games there?
Well, I would say right now the pace is so hard and so fast from Arnold and Stout. They need to kind of slow this game down a little bit. I mean, it's been a ferocious pace and they're just trying to hold on there, and basically, like we talked about before, they're like backboards. And Stout and Arnold's waiting for that loose ball. It's just a nick every time it goes in.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're being very reactionary as well. Like, they've got to get themselves in the game. Like, they had that one point where they managed to open up front right for the reverse on Scott, but that was it. And I'm sure that's their plan. But yeah, I mean, personally, I think if I was playing against the white team, I was going to say, like, do you pick to work Stout just with, him being sort of traditionally the retriever rather than the shot maker? But it's sort of a double-edged sword with him as well, because he can be a shot maker as much as a retriever when he needs and wants to be.
I think it's more of a need and wants to be.
Shot.
With Stout, he's just so casual. And he's just got some power and pace on the right side, and he just can just sit there and pick and choose his moments.
Who's more casual, Scott or James?
I think you're more casual right now.
I'm always amazed as Scott was like 6'3", getting him. The only way to get him off that red line is kind of that wide cross court there, and it's just not. It doesn't trouble him enough to have to move. so good at holding his position and getting back to where he needs to be that, you know, he's just an absolute brick wall over there.
And he has the body frame too, where you have to get in front of him.
Yeah.
If you're not in front of him, then it's over.
Yeah, can't even see it, let alone get to it. Great door, terrible window. Shot. That's a lovely shot there from Adam. You know, James obviously hanging back to give him the space.
1-3.
But that's why you turn on that ball, right? To open up that angle, to hold James off. If he'd played that as a backhand, it would have allowed James to come further across to retrieve that. Ooh. That's a great angle. He's just held that long enough to make Buse think it's a reverse. When James starts playing shots like that, you are in trouble.
Well, like, you can just see his demeanour and his body language. He's like, oh, we're enjoying this.
He is loving
free flowing
right now, that's for sure.
He's thinking his wife Tina's already put the child to bed.
Yeah.
Just going to have a few nicks tonight and a few cocktails, and I'll see you later, Tina.
Out of court. Hand out. 5-1.
Again, racing out to a quick lead.
Yeah.
You can see that Buse and West feel like they're literally stood on the back door saying, what is going on?
It can be hard sometimes to play a pro-am and then play a pro match, and obviously there's the physical aspect of it of just being tired. But you know, Colin is probably in one of the guys in the best shape on tour, so it's more that you've spent a game playing at a very different pace. You've spent 5 games playing, you know, at amateur pace with amateur shots, and now you're getting, you know, 189 mile an hour ball shoved down your throat and an inch perfect drop shot to receive. It can be very difficult to sort of switch gears.
And character switch.
5-2. James from the left.
Set up nicely for it too.
I love the way he full swings at that. You know, he's not pushing that in. He's not poking it in, hoping it's good. He just full swings all the way through the ball.
I almost think that the white team think that the lights are going to go off at 10 o'clock tonight and they need to win.
They've run out of quarters and that they want to make sure they can finish the game.
Yeah. I will say though, I did hear that Colin had a little bit of a hand injury, especially during his pro-am. He's got a little cut on his hand. Not sure what it's from, but
got a boo-boo?
He's got, yeah, you know, soft Canadian.
Good spot, great spot.
7-2.
Growing up, I remember Colin when he was in his teenage years, when he was on the junior tour, and he was one of the only juniors at that time that had a two-handed backhand.
Oh yeah. I think he was a bit of a peanut as a kid, wasn't he?
Oh, he was tiny.
Yeah. Much larger human being now, but he talks about being a little bit of a peanut as a kid. Colin was the actually the intercollegiate singles champion, played at Harvard and won the
8-2.
Won nationals in the individual nationals in college, and then played on the PSA briefly. Scott was Australian, played on the Australian team, I believe, made top 30 in the world, with a number of PSA titles. Buse is from
Scotland.
Shetland Islands. He's played in the Island Games, yeah. So he's Scottish, obviously, but you know they've got their own, also got their own little subset of islands. So he's played for them in the Irish Games.
Is that like Yorkshire and England?
No, I think it's more like you know, Jamaica and the Caribbean, I guess is how I describe it. And then James Stout from Bermuda, of all places, went to boarding school in England where he learned to play rackets and squash, and then took up doubles when he moved to New York. He's currently the head pro at the Racket and Tennis Club. Scott is the head pro at the Cambridge Club in Toronto.
Yeah, Cambridge Club, yeah. Adams in Minneapolis.
Yes, we've got a wide dispersal of players here. Used to be very Aussie dominated. Now we've just got, I guess yesterday was very Aussie dominated with Arnold, Kosgeli and Pilley. That was the Australian national team. If you throw Zach Alexander in there for a long time.
Yeah, Zach was playing here tonight, just won his Pro-Am.
Zach partnered with Jim Bamber. Surprise early exit for them, losing to Clinton
And Jamie Haycock.
Yeah,
it was a close one in the 5th. I think Bamber wanted to go watch the England game on Saturday.
I mean, that was an informed team. They just won the Sleepy Hollow tournament, beating Marnik and Callis, which is a huge win for them. Have we had a let yet? This is a very clean game. We've only had a couple, right?
I haven't seen one yet. What surprised me is the amount of head speed that goes on in the close proximity of the players. It's unbelievable how nobody is getting injured over the last couple of days.
Yeah. I would say with these 4 is that you've got 4 of the fairest players you could ask for on a court, all of whom want to play the ball as much as possible. They clear the ball as much as possible, which allows a lot more space, so that no one's getting hurt. But they're also just, all of these players are so good. Their spatial awareness is excellent, and even though Scott just hit that through the middle of the court, it still didn't hit anyone.
Yeah.
It's a long rally. It's a good point. That's a stroke.
Stroke.
I don't think you'll get any arguments from James about what that is.
Well, they needed that because they only got 3 points this game.
Hand out, yeah.
Very dominant team tonight, Stout and Arnold. Susie just slid over a slice of pizza for me, but I'm not taking it.
Can you eat it so that I don't?
No, can't do that.
And you can't exercise, you can't eat more than 1.5 slices of pizza.
Well, that's your second, so you can eat half of it. I'll eat your half.
No, I ate half of yours and you weren't looking. Oh, nice shot there from Hughes. Opened up the left wall. That's the only problem with getting high in the court, is that when you get some bad cross courts, and we saw this with Georgina, is that when you float around in the middle there, you can open up the left wall for yourself. So this is the first joint tournament of the newly combined SDA Pro Tour, the men and the women in the same venue, and I would say
4-12.
It's been a huge success.
I mean, just the crowds and the vibe around the courts, Pro-Ams as well as the pro matches. It's been excellent. Peter Briggs again does a fantastic job. There's a lovely book came out about the history of the Briggs Cup. It's a great coffee table book to have.
Indeed. I mean, the Briggs Cup was one of the first tournaments to sort of embrace the joint men's and women's combined event. They're lucky. I mean, they've got the two great doubles courts here, and then they've got Westchester up the road, which allows them, their capacity for matches is a lot higher than a lot of other venues, which makes it a great great opportunity for big pro-ams. He's 7 foot tall today.
Oh, Scott.
Handout, 13-4.
He's making Billy look small.
He's making Mudgy look small right now. This is there a point where we start to feel sorry for the other team?
Maybe, especially if they go 5 down in the 3rd. But you never know, though. They could suddenly something could happen and it could change, and wishful thinking.
Never say never, right? Somebody gets hurt, somebody.
The old hurt trick.
Cramp comes in. I don't know if you can get cramp in 20 minutes, but.
Nice shot.
Oh wow! Or Colin starts doing that. That's an outrageous shot.
Oh,
13-5. James
the accuracy on that at that speed is pretty impressive.
Such a nice shot. Look at this technique,
14-5.
kids.
Game ball.
That's how you hit a backhand drop shot.
Susie, you think the kids watching this match? I reckon.
I hope so. Maybe a couple. Or if not, parents take notes. Show them that textbook.
In fact, sign them up for the parent-child doubles in the Greenwich area at the end of April. That's what we want to see. A lot of parent-child teams, so you can enjoy this.
Absolutely. We were just talking to Robbie Berner about playing that with his dad. Carl Martino playing with his dad. I think Emily Longstrom and her daughter are planning to play, or they might be actually playing regular nationals, which is amazing. Get to play a nationals with your daughter. Yes, I think that's a lot of parents' dreams. So great for them.
Well, I think the next big tournament on the amateur side is the Century Doubles coming up in New York. I am playing, yeah. I'm playing with a new partner from Westchester, Jason Fortin. We signed up the other day and looking forward to it. My first one.
Oh, it's a great tournament. Highly recommend the Century Doubles. Good fun, good people, good matches. Great host club. Fabulous host club.
Was it? I hope I'm playing at your club.
You are playing.
Well, okay.
614.
Fishing for that let there.
I mean, thankfully he didn't hit it because James had gone and then not gone and then gone. You don't need anyone to lose an eye on a 15,
Squeeze that
14,
one out.
6.
Oh, ridiculous. I think Tina must have sent him a text like, you need to get home fast.
Yeah, baby's crying. He's got 20 minutes to finish this off. All right, Stout Arnold leading a very concise 2-love.
See you shortly. back with Susie Pierpont.
2 love Laval.
I mean, this has been a bit of a buzzsaw, as you would say, Susie.
The buzzsaw.
6-6, game 3. Prediction, how many points? Or do we have a comeback?
No. I mean, something horrible happening. I don't really see a comeback happening. But I would like to see the black team get into double digits. Yeah, they've had a great tournament. They've played very well. This is not representative of how good they are. So I would like to see them, you know, not walk away from this feeling disheartened.
We'll see what happens. I mean, we've got to see a little different shape of tactics from them. They're going a little higher already.
Yeah, and you know, it looks like they're going a little slower, like you said that you thought they should. I just, both the white team are playing some of the, hitting some of the best balls I've seen them in a long time. They are just filled with confidence, and that's very hard to break. Like, none of these winners are lucky. They're not just winning on black errors. They're just playing really good squash, and it's hard to contend with.
I think it's a weak shot there from Adam. I mean, again, a good opening rally. Patience. Oh.
Thank you, Colin.
Good honest call there from Colin.
2 love.
Oh, we
It
had
was close.
It was close, but no, immediately called it. Love to see that. I know we've got 3 refs, but it's a big court. It's very hard to see to the front. Like, you do hope that players are honest about their pickups, and we've seen a lot of not so honest pickups this weekend. So it's good to see that the 4 best players here are the ones that make the right call.
So
That's
really
perfect
good.
then.
God, yeah, that's so flat. What?
3 love.
Bosh. Bish bosh.
Bish, Bosch, thanks for coming.
Oh.
Down. Hand out 1-3.
Tin man shot there. Well, Susie, if this keeps up and these are the rallies that we've got,
Out.
what's the next train you can catch back to New York?
I mean, if I'm lucky, I could
1-4.
get 10:15. I could even make the 9:47 if we carry on like this.
I think you're pushing it there.
I think I am too. I'm not moving that quickly to get to the train station.
I can always give you drop you off. I mean, it's literally 300 yards away, right?
Hand out,
Look at this.
5-1.
This is such good shot selection. That is the court awareness to hit that ball is excellent.
Well, he knew he had him pinned behind him on the service
did.
box, but then, Adam's got to cover
He
him.
took a little glance up to see where Adam was. And I think some of that comes with having played down the right wall with Colin, a lot over the years. So he knows, he knows where Colin is. He also knows that Colin is not a player who's going to crowd him, unfairly or get in the way of a ball unfairly.
Look at that height, that lob.
James does love an attacking lob. Not sure who hit that.
Down. Was it
Do you think it was a reverse?
James?
Yeah.
Down. Red. Thank you. 5-2.
5-1.
5-2. Oh, 5-3. All right, here we go. 5-3.
Hand out
Where did you
3-5.
get the 3 from?
Well, it was 5-2, not 5-1, and now it's 5-3.
That was pretty good. Thought you were a squash player for a while. Well, first time I've seen Scott on that side of the court.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think Scott and Colin drove down together, but if they were, it would be a quiet car ride home.
You mean whoever's been put on the Spotify list?
I think loser drives, doesn't he? Winner gets to sleep.
Loser has to pay for the gas as well.
Yeah. Oh,
3-6.
right shot. Difficult to play off your
Up
toes.
from the left side, views.
Although we're attacking lob.
Oh, a
Great
little hole there.
Great hold. Scott getting all the way up into that front right. So high up the court.
Oh.
Just still only, that's a good drop shot and he's 2 steps away from that.
So it's now picked it off the wall well though. Oh, ankle topspin.
You notice every time, James and Scott are doing a really good job if they hit cross court, but each one is different. So each spot on the side wall is different, each front wall spot. So, Colin and Adam are never getting comfortable with where they're hitting the ball. They don't get to stand in one place and just swing. It's a different ball each time. Very hard to deal with.
Ooh.
Play wet. 3-6. Use the left side.
Got a lucky let there, he cleared nicely enough.
He did, and Colin looked up, so he knew where he was and he was on the wall. I kind of think he should have had to play that, but no need to argue about it at this point in the match.
Should be happy he got a let. That's a reset there. Oh, yeah, that one.
That cross court. Oh god.
I mean, there's been some matches where they would have fallen asleep by now, but not with this rally.
This is
Oh, good pace there from Colin at the front.
Great rally. James just taking a step back rather than forwards. We played some outrageous
4-6.
Good rally there, boys.
Entertaining the crowd. No willpower. You see what I mean about the different spots? Like it's very difficult for you to find a rhythm or get comfortable.
Colin's doing a lot of the work right now. Oh, front to back. Sounds like his strings are gone. Something's gone.
Something had gone, that's why Colin was... Oh, racket had gone. Oops.
Conduct warning.
Back on now. Buse
Hand out,
racket
7-4.
claiming it was broken already, but I mean, he's just absorbing that. Here we go, Susie, at 7-4. 2 love. Really, what can they do?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, nothing.
You found it.
Spoke too early there.
What are you supposed to do when you've got a team who has done that multiple times? in the last 5 rallies. I think it's, the black team just have not, there doesn't seem to be a plan at any point in this game. Like, they started this game doing as you suggested, they slowed it down a little bit, they got some height, and now that's gone out the window, and it's back to... It's back to the Scott and James show, and I feel like they're sort of playing. Colin's just out swinging for it, right? Like he's got nothing to lose. He might as well go for the nick, and if it comes off, it comes off. They don't seem to have there's no game plan, or if there is, I can't tell you what it is.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't know if I could tell you what the white game plan is either, other than just to hit some outrageous winners when they get the opportunity.
Look at that. Like you said, Susie, the spots that they are hitting the ball on the walls
it's so hard to deal with.
I mean, Stout's lobs at the front left, just bringing... West has to cover them in the front right, but then he's committed so much, he's backtracking over and over again. Buse has hit this shot on the backhand so well this weekend. I can't believe Stout got that. Neither can Buse, he almost fell over.
There is an answer for everything from the white team at the moment, which must...
9-5.
Yeah, Buse.
Yep.
He's basically saying to James Stout on that left wall, see you, Jimmer.
Oof. 10-5.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that James is not known for that shot when he plays at this level, and it's great to see him using his racket more than his legs in this match. But I guess that probably just speaks volumes for the team's confidence level right now. Great
good
shot
shot.
from Colin. He plays really
He held
nicely
it long enough,
from the
look.
door, yeah.
He had him
And
on
now
the service
6-10.
box, and it was just well executed.
All right, well they might make it past 6 this game.
Let's see. He could be on the 10:46 train, Susie.
10-15.
I've got views on West to win this game.
Tight.
Just to, add an extra
6-11.
half an hour into your evening. In fact, I don't know what's going to finish first, this game or you eating that pizza.
Hopefully this game is why I don't finish the pizza. Oh wow. Scotty.
7-11.
He can't believe it either. And James is having a little giggle at him then.
Well, I guess even people playing as well as these two make racket errors occasionally.
Alright, back to the match. Oh, a little jam there. Oh. He's has to do that. Okay, another different angle from Stout out of the front.
Oh, no, Busey. What are you
A bit
doing?
impatient now. They've
And
got
now
to win this. They've got to
12-7.
just stay with it and stay with it.
Floor. If they're going to win this,
Yeah, well, you got to be the dreamer. It's Monday night.
you just put it in the floor 4 foot in front of the front wall. I don't know that there's a winning option here.
Like I said, you got to be dreaming. You can hear the chuckles from the crowd there.
Yeah, I think everyone's sort of appreciating that it's rare that you get two people to a partnership where both of them are hitting the ball and seeing it as well as these two are right now. The array of shots they've both played is incredible.
We're still playing. Oh, throw it in there. Oh, got it back again.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Two.
trying to hit through a world rackets champion is not a
13-7.
great tactic.
He's not sorry.
Alright, we've got 2 points possibly here before the match is closed out. Hughes and West have to do something sensational. Hopefully communicating better than that. Oh. Ooh. Didn't think he had that shot in him, Susie.
I mean, the angles that they're seeing. I also am very much enjoying that they're both still chasing every ball.
I can't believe he put it back there.
What a rally. Sort of exhibition style squash. Oh, Scotty. That definitely broke a string.
Yeah, looks
14-7,
like it.
game match
Either
ball.
that or he wants to win the match with a broken string. Oh, he went for the 3-waller.
Shot.
My word. Some angles in here. I think Susie thinks this is going to be the last one. She's just put her makeup on.
I do think this is going to be the last. Oh, interesting.
First time Scott's been that far over.
That's why he doesn't play
14-8.
backhand.
Oh, flipped again, he's back almost. Just hanging in there.
And out, 9-14.
Ooh, I will say White's gone a little casual now that they're match ball up. Anything can happen, boys. Don't let it slide.
If you were 14-6 up 2, wouldn't you go a little casual, Susie?
Never, Aiden. There's nothing casual about me.
That's true. Oh, clever shot.
Wow.
Great backhand drop shot there.
10-14.
Alright,
On
they've
double
got
digits.
4 points. They're into double digits.
I can't believe he didn't hit him there. That's it. Game, set and match. Stout and Arnold.
To Stout
Victorious
and Arnold.
3-love. Completely dominated this game. Hughes and West put up a great fight and they should be proud of themselves. They've had a great tournament and they've been on a great run the whole time. So the 2022 Briggs Men's Champions are James Stout, Scott Arnold. Well done, guys. Fantastic tournament from you. Very dominant.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.